Okay, here's my review on the HK VP9SK subcompact with night sights in OD green. I've had this gun for a few weeks now and did have a chance to take it to the range and wanted to go ahead and give you my thoughts on what I found. So let's go ahead and safety check the gun. And before I do that, I will tell you it has the paddle release magazines. No problem with those. Took me about 30 seconds to get used to it. I actually like them and think I prefer them, so I wouldn't worry about that at all. We got an empty 10-round flush magazine, and there is nothing in the chamber, so we're good to go on that. So, my thoughts on the gun. Took it to the indoor range and put about 100 rounds through it, and the gun performed flawlessly. No failure to feeds, no problems whatsoever. I was using just your brass full metal jacket variety ammo, and it was great. What I really like about the Striker Fire pistol is that all the shots are consistent, and we're looking at about 5.5 to 6 pound trigger pull. Very, very nice trigger on it. And so I will demonstrate that trigger. There are no safeties on the gun, no decocker, so pretty much you put one in the chamber, you're ready to go. So some people might think that's dangerous. Well, I kind of agree, but well, let's just see what the trigger will do here. Whoop! Wait a minute, what's going on? That trigger won't pull. Huh? Must be something wrong. No, sir. Actually, it's got the scissor double trigger. So in order to pull it, you got to be right in the middle and right on that. And we'll demonstrate. We got a little take up and very light pow. There you go. And reset. A little long on the reset. Well, then again, there's nothing in there. Anyway, so there you have it. Let's do that again. And reset. There you go. Very nice trigger. No problem with the trigger. So the back straps. Let's talk about the back straps. Comes with small, medium, and large back strap and side straps. So these are interchangeable to fit your hand size. It's very cool. There's just a little post in there. You just pop it out and just slide them off. Very simple to do. As you can see, I went ahead and put a small black back strap on the back. I put mediums on this side and small on this side, and that pretty much gives me everything I need. The gun does come with 3 magazines when you get the night sights, and this is the flush 10 rounder, and we also have the pinky extension, which is also a 10 round magazine. Comes with 2 of these, and that's pretty nice. It definitely serves its purpose. You get a full purchase on the gun, all 3 fingers. I don't really love the aesthetics of that. So I have no problem with the flush one. It's a little smaller, but it's fine. So again, we're clear. Let's clear that. I also purchased a 13 round HK magazine. They're currently out of them at HK, but you can pick this up at Patriot Arms of America. They have them delivered for about 42 bucks, and that's nice. That gives you a full grip, an extra 3 rounds, and it's got the flat bottom, which I think just aesthetically looks a lot better. So definitely recommend those. I just ordered a 15 round magazine as well, so we'll see how that works out. Something clear. Back to the flush. What else? I've got the night sights, as I mentioned, and I will tell you the night sights. They work great at night. You lay this thing on your nightstand table, turn the lights out, and boom, you got the green lights. You can see that glowing. During the day, though, at the low lit range, indoor range, these are a little hard to sight in on. I'll be honest. I think the regular sights on this gun are easier to sight in on. So, you know, unless you're shooting a lot in the dark, you may want to just consider getting the regular sights. You will only get 2 magazines, though, so, you know, just keep that in mind. As far as concealed carry, so this is called a subcompact. Do I think that this is a great concealed carry weapon? No, I do not. And that's just my opinion. I'll tell you why it's not subcompact. I mean, it's a good size weapon. It's fat. It's relatively long. It's definitely a medium-sized gun. And I don't find it that comfortable to carry. I carry it in appendix and also at, around 4 or 5 o'clock and inside the waistband. And I found it to be a little bulky. I mean, you can definitely do it, but you're going to know it's there. So what I did was I ordered a deep concealment holster. It's, I guess this guy's out of Florida, I think. It's the Kydex. It's made for this gun and works quite well. It's very secure and covers the trigger, covers the paddle magazine release, which I happen to prefer. And it's, it's got a thin profile to it, so the holster's all good. But you got to admit, that's a lot of meat. That's a lot of meat for a concealed carry gun. And, I'm a skinny guy, flat stomach for whatever that's worth. And, when I'm sitting in the appendix carry mode, one thing that kind of bugs me about the holster is that this is completely exposed. And that cold steel pushes into your skin when you're sitting, and a little bit here too. So I think Kydex is just cold to begin with. It doesn't really heat up as well as leather. So I am looking for a leather option as well for the gun. Let's see, we covered the trigger, we covered the back straps, covered the night sights. What else can I tell you? It's a great gun. It's my first striker fired pistol. I actually pretty much got rid of my hammer fired. I got rid of the Beretta 92FS and my Beretta PX4 Storm subcompact. Just didn't feel like I needed them. I think this is a great gun. It kind of covers all the bases. It's good for glove compartment. It's good for nightstand. And again, you can conceal carry it. For me, I will do that from time to time, but I haven't found it to be the most comfortable. Maybe a leather holster will help, and if it does, I'll let you know. I paid $677 delivered, shipped and everything. That was from Euro Optics. They're out of Pennsylvania. They had it in stock. And that's about it. Great gun. I would recommend it. Just be reasonable about if you're purchasing it strictly for concealed carry. You may feel the same way I do, that it's a little big for that, but there will be a lot of guys chiming in to argue that point as well. So that's fine. Easy to rack, very easy to break down. Just lock the slide back, pull this lever down to 6 o'clock, slide it right off. Same, put it back on, hit that, you're good. So hopefully this information will be helpful to somebody who might be wanting one of these. I think it's an all-around perfect gun, especially if you're maybe a one-gun guy. This should cover all the bases. What I do like about it is I can wrap my index finger right around the front of the trigger guard, and that gives me a lot of left-hand control for this gun. Everything's ambidextrous, which, whatever, I don't love that because I'm only right-handed, but you left-handed people will do well. It's got the serrations, got the little ears to pull back, and it's fairly simple to pull back. I do have some issues with my hands, and some guns can give me a little bit of a problem, but again, let's look at that trigger pull, a little bit of take up, pow, Great for double tapping. Didn't have any issues with that. So there you have it. It's the HK VP9SK with night sights in OD green. And hopefully this helps. Leave comments below. Let me know your experiences with the gun. And Seacrest out.